What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to talk about Target exclusives. So as you're aware, I love investing in Target exclusives. So why do I love Target exclusives? Well, simply for the fact that when you're investing in a LEGO set, or anything really, you want an item that doesn't have a ton of inventory compared to another item. And that's why I like Target exclusives, because there's a lot less inventory. Because you have to look at it, if a LEGO set is in Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, all the retail stores, there's just a massive amount of inventory when it retires. If it is a Target exclusive, it's only available at Target and the LEGO store. So that results in a lot less inventory, which helps the price when it retires. And that's why I like going hard on Target exclusive. So if you watched my previous videos before, you know I've invested in a ton of Target exclusives. And we're going to do a checkup on, or just kind of see what kind of sets are Target exclusives and how they've done in the past. Or I should say how they're doing right now. So I'd love to know whether you invest primarily in exclusive sets, or if you picked up some of these sets, or if there was an exclusive that did really, really well that you've sold, you were happy about. I definitely want to hear it. Comment down below. It'll definitely help the channel. It will help the community. We love seeing this kind of information. So let's dive into it. The first set we are looking at is the LEGO Star Wars Dark Trooper helmet, item number 75343. So if you watch my previous videos, you know I absolutely loved this helmet. A lot of people initially started out, they did not like this helmet. They passed it up, and it's had a great growth so far. It retailed for $69.99, but you could have picked it up on sale for around $55 and I think $48. So at a value of $80, and I have sold a few. I think I sold mine for roughly $80. So I made some profit so far. I think this helmet is going to continue to go up. It's starting to slow down, but eventually we will hit $100 and hopefully go beyond that. So definitely love investing in the helmet line. So another helmet, or I should say another set that was a Target exclusive, was the Republic Fighter Tank, item number 75342. This set, a lot of people, or a lot of investors loved. They talked about this set throughout the years it was available. They said it was going to be a great investment, and has it been a great investment so far? It retailed for $39.99. It's got a value of $44.05. So if you bought it for retail, you really haven't earned any money. But this was a Black Friday set, and you could pick it up for around $25. That is a great profit so far, and a ton of people invested heavily into these, I myself included. So I have around, I think, 90 of these, and then I have 100 of the Dark Trooper helmet. So yeah, I definitely love Target exclusive. Another set is the Star Wars TIE Fighter helmet, item number 75274. So this is a one-off situation. You can't think helmets are going to follow the same path. This went insane simply for the fact that it was a Target exclusive and it came out during COVID. So that resulted in a lot less inventory. It retailed for $60. It's got a value of $288.93. So this was the very first LEGO set that I bought. I was cruising through Target, and I remember hearing people talking about, oh, investing in LEGO is so great. You know, I have been interested in LEGO forever. I've loved LEGO growing up, but I never invested in that. I never looked at it as an investment. So I'm like, I keep hearing about it. I attended a work party the night before, and the husband of someone there was talking about it. So I was walking through Target, I think looking for Pokemon, and I walked up to the Star Wars section and I found 3 of these. And this was, I think, in January 2023. So these shouldn't have been on the shelf. I got extremely lucky. So I'm like, let me just look up some of these on eBay. So I looked it up and I'm like, wow, these are selling for more than double the value right now. So I immediately bought all 3. And I remember walking in line, and at the checkout, everyone was looking at me, and all these teenagers were like, oh, he's got TIE Fighter helmets. Like, I gotta go back and check some. And I didn't know what I had at the time. But this is the set that started it all for me. This is why I got investing. And a little backstory, I invest because it helps pay for my medication. Unfortunately, I'm extremely sick, and I'll be sick for the rest of my life. So that's why I kind of do side hustles to help offset, because just healthcare cost in the US is just insane. So this is why I started it, and this is the helmet that kicked it off. And it retailed for $60. It's got a value right now of $288.93. So unfortunately, I sold a lot of, or I should say all 3 of my helmets fairly cheap. I think I sold mine for 2 for $150 and 1 for $160, I believe. It's been a little while, but that's what I sold it for. I was extremely happy. It would have been awesome if I could have made $200 or more, But either way, I more than doubled my money. And this is an awesome looking helmet. So I'm curious to know if LEGO will ever re-release this set. I truly think they will, simply for the fact that it came out during COVID. But we'll have to see. So another Target exclusive that we'll look at is Thor's Hammer, item number 76209. So I don't like investing in Marvel sets or really Disney sets a whole lot, but I said initially in my videos I thought this one would be or I should say would be a winner. It retailed for $99 and it's got a value right now of $163.15. That is awesome. And I think it went on sale for $80. So I'm definitely a fan of this. I thought this one would definitely grow a lot more if the shield would have done well, but the shield is kind of a horrible iteration of the shield, and I think this is probably the best Marvel weapon set that we're going to get. So I was definitely a big fan of this. That's a great price right there. That's a 17% growth. Do I think it's going to go past 163? No, I think it might max out at 170. I don't think it's going to go beyond that. So next up, we've got the Star Wars Andor Ambush on Ferrix, item number 75338. So I will say I did not like this set. I know a lot of people talked about it, but I just don't think you're getting a decent set for that price. So I passed it up. The values right now for the minifigures with this set are $42.49. All of them are exclusive, which is awesome when investing. We got $14.28, $15.22, and $12.99. I definitely think there might be potential with this set. So it's got a value right now of $72.56. You could pick this up on sale. I think it could hit maybe $90 at some point. I would love to hear how you think this set will do in retirement. But I will flat out say I did not invest in it, and I didn't like this set to begin with. But it is doing pretty decent so far. So next up is the Mandalorian, the Armor's Mandalorian Forge. So I, again, did not like this set. I'm not a big fan of Mandalorian sets. They don't do very well, and I've got burned on a few Mandalorian sets. But the 3 minifigures in the set is $40.73. I do know a lot of people talked about this set, but it just wasn't for me. So we got a value right now of $437, $19.75, and $16.61. So overall decent. Do I think it's going to go beyond 45? I think you could hit 50, maybe 55 if we're lucky, but I don't think it's going to go beyond that. For me, investing, I need to invest in Target exclusives that are more $40 and above. When you enter in at the $29.99 or less, the Target exclusive doesn't really help it a whole lot. There's still just a ton of inventory at that price, so I need a little more expensive when investing. So another set that we'll look at is the Harry Potter Fawkes Dumbledore's Phoenix, item number 76394. So I love this set. I really wish I could have bought 100 of these. I wanted 100. I only was able to get about 30 because I waited too long, and then Target did I think it was $39.99, then they upped it to $49.99. A lot of us had to pay a premium. I will say, if I did buy 100 of these, I would have regretted buying this because these have not sold at all. I think I still have sold one ever since it has retired. The demand's just not there, and it's not growing in price like it should. It retailed for $39.99, which if you picked it up at that price is pretty decent. It's got a value right now of $69. Again, in my area, I think I've got them listed for $50 or had them listed for $50, and I think I pulled them down because I think with these I need to keep them just for at least maybe 2 to 3 more years before I get a decent profit. But I said this one's going to be awesome. You have Hedwig at Barnes & Nobles and then Fawkes at Target. I thought this one, Fawkes, was going to do way better than Hedwig just for the amount of inventory. And I kind of think was wrong on that. It looks like Hedwig might surpass this a lot faster. Is there potential with this? Yeah, I think we could hit $80 eventually, but I'll have to sell online. They just do not sell locally. Again, in my area, it comes down to pretty much Star Wars. Harry Potter, yes, but it depends on the Harry Potter set. Parents like buying much larger Harry Potter sets. So this was one that was awesome in my opinion. Hasn't done the best, but overall, I still think there is some potential here. Then last up, we've got the Hungarian Horntail. I slept on this one. It was put on the retirement list, and I just did not look at it again. And sadly, I was only able to get like one. I really wish I would have got a ton of these because I would have really loved to sell the Fawkes, Hedwig, and Horntail all together. That would have optimized my profits. But this one retailed for $49.99, It's got a value right now of $54.89. So not good at all. This one was probably the least popular of them all, and I think it's because it's a little more. I don't think parents want the evil dragon type set. They want Fox and Hedwig, not this one. So really quick, let's take a look at how some of these sets are doing on eBay so we can compare the pricing. So the Dark Trooper helmet, $86, $90, $83, $66 with 12 bids, $84, $81, $94, $70, $89, $85. So overall, the Dark Trooper is doing pretty decent. Then we'll look at the Republic Fighter Tank, $49.97, $47.99, $29.99, $34, $49, $45, $33, $49, $35. So it's doing okay. If you picked it up for $25, you're definitely earning some money. Then we'll take a look at Thor's hammer. We got 127 with 15 bids. That's really solid. 89, 139, 185, 111, 116, 144. So really decent with Thor's hammer. I'm really happy with how this one has been going. After looking at it, I really wish I would have bought a ton of these on sale. Next up is the Ambush on Ferrix. So we got less than 45 here, 52 plus 8 shipping, 78. 70, 62, 59, 70. So if you pick this up on a decent discount, you could be earning some money, but again, I'm just not a big fan of this. The vehicle I don't like. It's a mini Razor Crest, and I'm just not a big fan of the show. Next up, we got the Mandalorian Forge, $48.99, 35, 40, 43, 42, 48, less than 42, less than 40, 43. So it's doing okay. Again, too cheap of a set, that's why I avoided it, even though it is a Target exclusive. Then next up is Fox, $59.99, 36, 35, 69, 64, 64, 139, that's odd, 69 there, so kind of all over the place. With shipping and fees, you're coming out, you're not making a whole lot. Then last up is the Hungarian Horntail, so we've got $79.99, 79 there, $72.95, 56, 64, 42. So overall, I'm $80 here. So overall, with it being so close to retirement, I am impressed with this. There's a chance because this one might have the least amount of inventory out of all three. This one could do the best, and I regret not buying mine. So there's a look at some Target exclusives, and again, I love Target exclusives for investing. They are great. They have a history of going up. They have a history of doing very, very well. And I'd love to know, did you have some winners with some Target exclusives? Do you only invest in Target exclusives? You know, any kind of info like that, I appreciate hearing. So comment down below. It'll definitely help the channel, help the community. But as always, please do your own research, have some fun, make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.